Hey everybody, this is Wayne Schwartz from Guam, from MIT 805, and I'm here to do assignment number 4. And so I'm going to jump right in. The first part of the assignment was we're supposed to do a synthesis of what I learned from assignment 2. Actually, let me go back. Okay. Um, so what did we learn? Or what did I learn? There's so many things, learning tools to choose from. That's one of the things I've learned. So much to get from. Um, I learned about what the purpose behind those learning tools are, and that's for meaningful learning to keeping students engaged. So I thought that that was something that was very important. You should do research constantly, reach out to people, communities, uh, through blogs, colleagues, um, all sorts of different kinds of social media to constantly get ideas and the latest research on which learning tools are appropriate. The benefits of certain tools and the cons, I learned that just because there's a learning tool out there doesn't mean that it's the one for you or for your students. I also learned that two heads are always better than one. Again, that goes up to bullet 3 about collaboration with colleagues and people. What else I learned? I learned that technology can help and assist students learn higher levels of mathematics, keeping students engaged throughout your lesson, to make sure that there's a meaningful classroom environment, meaningful learning going on, presenting material to the audio and visual learners. That's also really important. Um, and then students can process information by seeing graphs. These learning tools can help them see visually graphs and problems work and things like that, for all kinds of mathematical concepts. There's also many tools out there where the educator's got to make a lot of decisions. So you got to decide which one's right for you. Just because someone says it's right doesn't make it the right one. And I learned you can't trust something just because somebody said it. You have to do your own research, get the data through blogs and articles, etc. Um, Takeaways, for me, some takeaways, uh, is to remember that I'm always thinking about the student. It should be student-centered learning. That my classroom always has to foster learning, and I always have to engage my students or keep students engaged. It's extremely important when you're going through course material. And so that's one thing that's a takeaway for sure. Learning tools supplement material that you're presenting. They're only a supplement. They're not the whole uh, the whole piece of your material. It's just one piece for the whole pie. So uh, it's just learning tools are supplements. They're not the material themselves. So that's some takeaway that I have. Students can collaborate. They can provide and get feedback and be creative. I think that's something that is really important. Takeaway that I got: collaboration, constant feedback with between student and teacher, um, student to student. It's really powerful. So those are the takeaways that I got. Two things that I'll take with me in my role from this experience. One, keeping students engaged with supplemental learning tools, and always be willing to find new ways, not just to stay in my old ways or old tools. Always add to your repertoire. Um, Always add to your big bag of tricks, so to speak, and so that you can make for a meaningful learning experience for your students. Number two, collaborate more with colleagues in-house and from other places around the world. We have that ability in itself to gain some insight and evaluate my own practices as an educator. I think that's extremely important, um, in order for me to have my students have the best learning experience that they can have and get results, standards objectives being met. And I can do that through blogs, articles, websites, just keeping up with things instead of just getting so set in our ways of teaching. So I just want to thank everybody. It was a great assignment. I really had a lot of fun and I really appreciate it. This is Wayne Schwartz from Guam, assignment 4, MIT 805, signing off. Have a great day, everybody.